Shortly after MrBeast's Whatnot show ended, I got a fraud alert on my phone. Welcome back. If it's your first time on the channel, my name is Ryan. I'm a full-time reseller on sites like eBay and Poshmark, and now I have to get a new banking card. So shortly after the giveaway ended, I ended up getting the alert on my phone that there was a possible fraud alert. At one point, there was 583,000 people, over 500,000 people were watching this stream, especially during the Lambo giveaway. It was entertaining though, of watching everything, but that is such a crazy number. I know there were several times throughout the stream when I was trying to enter the giveaway, it would say error, error, and he was doing, I think during like the iPhones, he was doing like 3 seconds and you couldn't even get in. I mean, I get he was just trying to go fast. I definitely put a different perspective watching him in a live setting, but I will save all that kind of information for my recap video on it. But back to the fraud. So shortly after it ended, I got an alert on my phone. It was from one of those 5-digit phone numbers, and it said my bank, and it gave a case number, it gave a phone number, and said Southern Proth for $35 was trying to charge. Did you make this? And I put no. And then I got an alert or a text back from them and it said your account's been locked and they'll try to contact you, which I did get a call, but on my phone I have like automatic reject if I don't know the number, just to kind of keep those spam calls away. That's just what I do. I don't know, but it was kind of worrying. I looked to see if they left a voicemail. They didn't leave a voicemail. So then I got onto Google, and that sends you down a rabbit hole for sure, because I was seeing all this thing about fraud alert and how it could be spam and things like that. And I'm like, oh gosh. So I looked at the back of my banking card and called the phone number. And of course, because it was Sunday, they're closed. They were only open Monday through Friday between like 8 and 5, and till noon on Saturday or something like that. I don't know exactly, but it said my card was locked out. So I went to my bank website and it didn't say anything about that charge. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. And I was meaning to call them early today and I forgot. I mean, it just happens. But I got a phone call from a local number, and I looked at the voicemail because it has that on iPhones, has the voice chat pretty much when someone leaves a voicemail, and it said this representative from the bank, blah blah blah, about the fraud alert. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm just a skeptical person, I guess. So I didn't call that number or the number they provided. I called the number again back on my banking call. Talked to them. They said yes, we did contact that, and they know how it does look like phishing. Their fraud department, all their stuff kind of looks like phishing. I'm like, yeah, because if you Google it, it looks like it's fake, So, but apparently it was real. It was a real thing for my bank, and they locked my card. So now I'm gonna have to go to the bank tomorrow and get a new card. Is this related? I don't know. It just seems really odd that soon as the show ended, I got the alert. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, but I feel like soon as the show ended, like shortly after, I got the alert. And, I don't know. In my opinion, with that many people, especially possibly new on Whatnot, I think someone hacked it, in my opinion. I could be wrong though. If you got hacked or someone you knew got hacked, let me know, because it's weird. And I know a lot on MrBeast, like Facebook or TikTok or even YouTube, if you comment something, it never fails. You get a text message or message from a fake MrBeast page saying, hey, you won, come, you should claim your prize and contact here, do this. And I've gotten that before. So honestly, now on MrBeast videos, I don't ever really like it. I mean, sometimes I love watching the content, but I don't really like or comment on the stuff because soon as you do, you get targeted by a lot of these fake accounts. And I know I can't be the only one. Let me know if you've been possibly targeted by one of these fake accounts by liking or commenting on MrBeast stuff. I hopefully no one's been spam, or not spam, but gotten fraud because of it and gave them their information. In this world, they are getting better and better at targeting people and making things almost believable. So you got to be really careful out there. And as a reseller, I've been targeted by having like a social media page of people trying to buy stuff, and I've made a video on that about someone trying to do PayPal fraud on me. So in this world, there's so many people trying to get you. So you got to be really careful. You got to read the fine line. You got to look for all the possible attempts for people to try to get your information. And if something doesn't look right, just call the actual place. Like when PayPal did it, I did not call the number they gave me. I called actual PayPal. Or was it Cash App? One of them. I kept mixing it up in the video too. PayPal, Cash App. But I called the real business. And, in this case, I called my actual bank. I did not call the number they gave me. I called my actual bank. So you just got to be careful, because in the first time with the Cash App, it was fake. And, with my bank, it was real. But I don't know what this other prof is. I guess it's in Mississippi. So I don't know why a prosthetic company would be doing this. I don't really think it's them. I think they're using their initials or something like that, possibly, to kind of cover up whatever they're doing. I'm wondering if more and more people are going to come out and possibly have had this happen to them, because when I talked to the representative at the bank, they did say that I wasn't the only one getting the same Southern Prof on their account and getting locked out. I should have asked them, hey, did this happen, starting yesterday? Because apparently she said that they had a little chat going between all of them saying that the same name, Southern Profs, a lot of people are getting this charge. So I'd love to hear if someone watching this video got that same charge, and maybe you're in a different state. I'm in Oklahoma, so it's crazy. I don't know, but I travel a lot. I go all over, so it's not unlikely I would go to Mississippi. I haven't been to Mississippi in years, but it's not unlikely I wouldn't be in Mississippi, but a one random charge is really weird. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. I'm so mad. I gotta get a new card though. I just got a new card because it just gave us the tap cards now, and now I have to get a new card. And I had issues before linking all my bank account with all my different accounts. It's gonna be such a pain, but oh my gosh, I'm just not looking forward to it. But it is what it is, right? I mean, I don't want someone to steal my money. It's money I earn. So I guess we'll just have to see what happens. I don't know. But if you like this video, I appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up. Please let me know if maybe you got the same message. And before I let you go, I think this is why a lot of people might have some disdain for MrBeast. But and in this case, I don't really think it's his fault. I think it's the people trying to copy and make a profit off of what he's doing. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But I appreciate you stopping by once again. Comment below if anything like this has happened to you. If you have been on MrBeast's show before, because I know it's happened on Facebook, and I'm pretty sure now it's just happened on Whatnot to me. I could be wrong. Those are my thoughts. Once again, we'll see you later. Bye.
The Whatnot team said there's a lot of other pages that are live, so go check out other streams on Whatnot. I'm sure a lot of the people here that have been streaming for months or years would really love if you stopped by. Even if you don't buy anything, you just hung out with them. You said hi, just we've lost 100,000 viewers. Guys, go check out some of the other. Look at that number just literally plummeting. I assume it's plummeting because you're opening up the Whatnot homepage and you're checking out other sellers, not because you're closing the app. That would be ridiculous.
It's true.
That would be absolute insanity.